Ugh, I'm so big. Um, Good evening, gamers, and welcome to Capping Television. It's that camera's so bad. um, it's it's ozfortress 6's Spring 25. It is season 44, and it is the Premier Division, and it is round three. My name is Snazzy or the Lampshade 22, and with me I've got the man, the myth, the looking very Gopnik over there, Seinfeld. Look, it's you gotta take one for the team every now and then, and quit your job to cast TF2. Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah. Look, yeah. Apparently you're muted, which is
She's
tragic.
right.
Anyway,
That was a bit. Hello, yes, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it's a good
I'm
bit.
employed and I've returned. It's the reality of it.
Yeah, we're back in action. But yeah, tonight we are casting bAUlls versus Wives of Gamers and Co. Um, it's the current top seed bAUlls who have not dropped a round as yet. Versus the fourth seed, they've only got 2 round wins to their name, as you can see, but it's still early days. You know, these are two pretty strong teams that I can smell.
Yeah,
I can smell some playoffs.
One way of putting it, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%.
My thoughts, I suppose. Not that I've been in the game too long, but I think it's kind of interesting that the likes of Hertz, Rocky, etc. wouldn't be considered top seeds nowadays. A few seasons ago when I was still playing, they were, top of the game, etc. Right? But to see that other people have, entered or taken up that position has been, I suppose, healthy for the game in some capacity.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think it's been a lot more competitive in recent years than it used to be. There's not so much of an issue with I say issue. There's not so much of a super team thing where no one is really going to come up against them. We're back to a world where it's possible for really any team to sort of take the top slot. They just got to face off against some of the most disgusting players you're ever going to see.
Nothing has changed then. Well, I suppose it's been a while, but I suppose it's good that it's not just Jasmine, Coffee Clock, etc. right at the top. Dominating.
Exactly.
Having that diversity of players is,
I think
100%. It's really good, and it's probably really healthy for the community because looking through some of the rosters, throughout Prem, there's players I recognise playing against, in bloody open scrims, open pugs, etc. Many moons ago. To see that progression is a big positive, I think, for both ozfortress as a community, but also the health of the game.
Yeah. But I'll tell you about the bAUlls roster, since I think that's probably the one that you recognise the least. So they've got Sheep and Tachyon on Scouts. They've got Connor and Raylan on Soldiers. They've got Matt on Demoman and Doge on Medic. For reference, Sheep is... I don't think anyone's going to jump down my throat if I say, the best scout on the planet.
Well, I heard rumours a few years ago that he was pretty juiced, so I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, the dude's
I recognise
monster.
Tachyon,
Yeah,
Connor,
exactly.
even Doge, obviously. They're still...
And everyone else are people
players.
that you would know, at least vaguely. But just imagine what you remember, but 4 to 5 times
10?
better. Yeah, it's insane.
Well,
Matt in
that's
particular
good to
is
see.
one of the more consistent demo men, I think, floating around in the division. I mean, everyone's pretty consistent, but the dude just I don't know, man. He's like a metronome. It's freaky. And Raylan has some of the best music taste in the division as well, so that's good.
Allegedly.
And do you want to talk me through the Wives of Gamers roster? Or
Well, given that I do recognise all of these, apart from the medic, we got obviously Rocky and Sam, two, mainstays of Premier. Sam playing since, before I had a computer, probably. Rocky, same as Hertz Oz. I mean, it's good to see Hertz still plays. I did match up against him in MG the other day, and he rocked my pants. Not too surprised by that, but, the time hasn't treated them poorly, I reckon, and that's good, and it's good to always see Oz. Probably one of the funniest people I remember playing TF2 with. I remember when he partitioned his computer to play Fortnite unsuccessfully, amongst other things. And then you have memories. Again, played the game a lot. I remember playing against him a lot. Really, extremely good, I think, at his role when he wants to be. I think he needs to knuckle down and take it to Matt, as difficult as that may be. And lastly, I have Monolith on Medic. I cannot speak to him, but I presume, given that he is in Premier, he's going to be pretty cruisy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good med. Nothing insane, nothing shit. Just very good,
Not as good as you, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's hard to compete. It's almost impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what are your predictions? Do you reckon?
It's actually this Wives of Gamers roster is it's a pretty interesting one because it's sort of like a toxic super team.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sam probably doesn't really fit into that. My interaction with him has only ever been positive. But,
yeah, dude.
The likes of Rocky, Hertz, Memories, Oz all can.
I was actually
bring it
to
you,
it's interesting because it's like, especially like Oz, I think everyone, no one's gonna lose their mind at me if I say he had a bit of a phase of being fairly notorious in the community. But it's cool to see like pretty much everyone on this roster has really matured into a really good player, or they were, like in the case of Sam, like just kind of consistently a really nice bloke. So yeah, no, it's good.
That's true. So, what are your predictions? Do you reckon?
Oh mate, it's hard to say that the bAUlls won't be taking it. I'm not gonna lie. That is a fried roster. I mean, a bunch of those players like recently have been in America for the big LAN over there.
I was talking to some friends from America, and they were like, "Oh, do you know these people?" Like, really? But yeah, it's still crazy.
Yeah, I know of them, sort of thing. Yeah, exactly.
But it's crazy to think that international lands are still happening.
Yeah.
In TF2, given that people still talk about like original Insomnia series way back, 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Mm. Yeah,
we have started. I'll do the rollout. So I'm watching Oz rather. Playing standard, I suppose. Good damage onto Doge, but I feel like there's no position from soldiers to follow up on that daily damage as we see Connor and Monolith go down.
Yeah, both medics down very early. The player's still pretty keen to fight this, but it is looking like the Wives of Gamers might be coming out on top here. But there is still Matt on the middle, taking out one more player. Tachyon's still there as well, very low, but still in the backside, causing a bit of problems. Sort of like if I eat lactose.
I think it's good that they're not, trying to force it already. There was an interesting mid-fight from Wives of Gamers. I think they played that quite well. We do see Hertz on Soldier, which I think is interesting. I always thought his scout was better, but I suppose things have changed since then. As a stalemate fight is in, as Memories does overextend and die very, very easily, to be honest, as Wives of Gamers will back off.
Yeah, Wives of Gamers are backing off, but they did manage to pick up the med. So I think that actually puts them in a pretty good position here. Like, they can afford to lose second because they know they're going to be able to push back out.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I suppose that's the thing, right? There's no point in not playing safe in these situations because, you have advantage. The skill level of all these video games is quite high, so playing safe is probably not the dumbest thing to do, as we do see Sam go down in a trade with Tachyon. Uber has successfully been forced but
Yeah.
nothing really comes of it.
The force was pretty good there, I think. They had to throw quite a few players in there to make it happen, but they have managed to get that force, and realistically, like, they're in a very good position here to, like, hold this one out. I mean, look, it's Gully Wash Middle. It's, like, a notoriously difficult one to catch players on, because it's so wide and there's, like, you know, some fairly large ways out. So it has actually put bAUlls in a pretty good position here as they try to push straight on back into second, and there is absolutely nothing to stop them.
Yeah, we do see both off classes, specifically Engineer and Pyro. Obviously, these just delaying. Uber has been used, but the gun is probably going to survive, I'd say. Rocky's just too good on the Pyro. Not surprised by that. Man has plenty of hours in the game, as the point play from Oz's team, very successfully done. That was a very easy win for
They really did a good job of collapsing on the point there. bAUlls did. They really. So after the intense defense from the Pyro and the Engineer, which like did delay them quite a bit and force them to multi a bit, they managed to keep enough players alive that they were able to like collapse really well on the point. But we'll see how they go into this next mid.
Yeah, lots of damage. Tachyon and I can't even tell what the hell this is. Playing low ground, I think it's interesting as Sam goes down once again. I think this has been a good mid fight from Wives of Gamers here, as we do see Doge maybe getting caught out, probably not. But they are backing out, losing Tay in the process, which is unfortunate. I feel like very hard to hold from a quick push on Gully Wash without a demo man. You know, tight corridors, all that. So him getting caught out here may give Wives of Gamers a very good opportunity to.
And they're already into second. They've done a bit of damage to Doge there, but not really much to write home about. They have really good control of that big door area, but the choke is getting locked off, and it looks like bAUlls are actually going to go for a bit of a wraparound play here, try to take some initiative as they come back through the choke there. Just seeing the usual sort of face-off fight so far, with one of the soldiers going down nice and early. That's going to give them what they need to get straight on in, and yeah, it's
I think that was really smart from bAUlls there, just to counter the big door push by forcing choke. Obviously, losing that positioning makes it really difficult to, you know, recapture and redefend. As we do see Rocky building on 100%, I suppose, to stop that damage taken stat.
You got to get it when you can.
Exactly.
But they've got really good control of the second point here. Nothing really there to stop them. We do see some players coming around into that top area now with the sniper as well. Big old snipe on the sheep.
Great shot. Excellent. I think that's Hertz, right?
Yeah.
Great shot from Hertz. As we do see the trade on Rocky, unfortunately going down. I think, you know, next round, next match rather, we'll probably see a lot of sniping from Hertz. I can recall him being like a.
We know it's Oz. I just checked.
Oh, is it?
I hate aliases, man.
Yeah, I mean, thought you had to have him as your ozfortress name on cast. Whatever, that's fine. Oz again, very good. As we see Sheep also counter sniping, taking out Rocky once again on the Pyro. As Matt is trying to push Shutter unsuccessfully. As Sniper does go down. 3 down for bAUlls, as the Ubers have both been forced, or one Uber's been forced. And the exit play is happening into second. Doge getting out very safely. No real worry.
Yeah, bAUlls kind of fell apart there a little bit. And, as they tried to get like a bit aggressive off that sniper pick, they kind of just had a couple of players die. They got forced in that like door area. The demo man jumped in trying to make something happen. It just kind of fell apart for him. And now they're staring down the barrel.
Sick double kill.
Yeah.
Sick double kill there from Hertz on the flank. As Spy does in fact go down. So this will be a big 2-point play for Wives of Gamers.
Yeah, bAUlls definitely.
Given the lack of numbers, do you reckon they should send Hertz in now just to get the medic, you know, knowing that Doge is built pretty well, as it was, unfortunately passes away.
Yeah, Oz going for exactly what you're talking about, just trying to do something to Doge while you can, but I think they might actually be better suited to I think they would have been better suited to just go straight in. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like even like having like I know it's not common nowadays, but having a soldier over there, it wouldn't necessarily have been bad, you know. Playing with that positioning that soldier can get very easily will make this last push much easier, as we do have the stalemate classes Tachyon and Sheep. Choosing not to play Scout, playing Soldier, Engineer and Pyro, as Oz sneaks not so subtly under point, trying to make the same play that Connor did in our previous round.
Sheep's doing a good job of keeping this gun up, even though, yeah, I was going to say, even though there's so much damage coming its way and he doesn't have any metal, but the gun has gone down. He hasn't swapped off.
Well,
very keen as the
really
soldier
in a position
bombs
to push,
in.
right?
There's a scout on the point already. Sorry, a soldier on the point already, and that's the distraction play.
That's
was
great
enough.
from Oz there.
Yeah,
I mean, mirroring last round, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of what you want to see. You know, this is what we want to see as a top prem matchup, I reckon. Just like two very talented teams learning from each other. I don't know. Bit of that, I guess.
Yeah, they're definitely
You know what I
doing
mean,
the best. I get what you mean. We're into the next mid, the usual sort of
Doge,
situation.
once again, he's taken a lot of damage in all these things, I think, and I'm wondering if the soldiers of Wives of Gamers are in the position to capitalize on that, as Memories does go down from a great bomb from Connor, but I think this mid fight could be over for Wives of Gamers. Monolith escaping and kill binding, probably for the best. Don't want to delay his respawn time any longer.
Yeah, they threw so much at Doge on that mid, man, and they just were so close to picking him up. He was down to like, I think 20 health for a second there.
Yeah. And I suppose that's the benefit of having someone as experienced and, you know, talented as Doge. Just positioned himself perfectly, knowing he had 70 health to play with right at the start and still didn't go down. As we do see the last push coming now.
It's a very early use, but they did manage to make it work. Yeah, I was kind of worried for him for a second there that you know, with that early use, they didn't really scout things out. They just got straight in there. Which, I mean, look, your Uberad play, it makes sense. I was a little worried that the respawns would come out and kind of shove them into the corner and scold them. But
I suppose that's
worked out.
That's the benefit of playing Gullywash. You can kind of steamroll really fast if you play fast. There's once again watching Memories' point of view, not as much damage on Doge this time, but he's still trying to pressure them a little bit unsuccessfully. So you see a Hertz and Tachyon trade as Memories walks across point and gets fragged by Matt very easily. What's going wrong on mids, do you reckon, for Wives of Gamers, as we see Connor unsuccessfully killing Rocky, trying to secure the mid pick?
I think Wives of Gamers, they're playing it well, but I think the aggression's a little mistimed between players. It's like they're throwing, Oz went up on like a really big bomb there, but he kind of landed with no one able to do anything with his damage on the mat. So Matt was able to get heals pretty quick, especially from Doge, and turn that one straight back around. But Uber trade here in the second point. It is the aggression out of Wives of Gamers, and they're having to back off now. But with bAUlls kind of stuck on that low ground, it might still turn out fairly well for Wives of Gamers. They got the soldiers up in that upper area. They are going to back out and get onto the last. I think because they're down a player and they know their spawn's a little longer, they're just playing it safe. And like earlier,
I think that was an okay trade to take, but I did notice Hertz kind of just stuck on in Gully. Didn't really do anything, which kind of harmed the, I think, abilities to push. As you see some trades, Hertz and Rocky going down, and trade for Tachyon and Connor, soldiers and scouts. How sad, right?
Yeah, a bit of aggression as well out of Wives of Gamers there. They got Doge down quite low once again, but he holds on. He holds on.
Yeah, I feel like Hertz is trying to play it a bit too safe, which I don't think is working in his favor. Just because, again, Doge is, you know, big brain. He knows what he's going to need to do to survive, and that lack of aggression is going to really make it difficult to, you know, force, get him, what have you. So yeah, the gun does go down.
Good gun pick, actually. That might give them what they need to try to get in here, but The engineer has swapped off. The soldier's in, trying to make something happen. He's just getting shafted. Tachyon's under the point. Does manage to pick up the soldier. Time on the point already.
Once again.
No one could stop him. That was crazy. No was used.
Someone should have been playing point there. I suppose that was the excellent play from the Angry Pumpkin.
Yeah, they did a good job of distracting. Yeah, they did a good job of distracting as they sent Tachyon onto the point. It sort of let them get quite a bit of cap time before anything could happen, really. Real aggressive out of Connor. My God, he does get cleaned up, but he was so deep, nice and early. Raylan also there. Tachyon now in as well, trying to do his best to clean up a couple of gamers here. They have lost quite a few though, and I think it's going to be a Wives of Gamers mid here. If Sam can pick up the med, it's definitely going to be. Doge now down. It's just Sheep in the choke there. Does go down to the Boston Basher there out of Rocky, I believe that is.
I think it was
yes.
Sheep. Yes.
Yeah.
Well played. They played that mid very well. I think that very early aggression from Connor really worked against him. Yeah, as you said for last round, had no one to particularly follow up on that aggression. As they're slowly pushing to second, we do see a gun up, as well as a heavy and a sniper on Connor.
Connor going for a little bit of a poke there, but wasn't quite able to get the finger all the way in.
Yeah, I think we'll see him probably swap off here, back on Soldier. Probably for the best. You know, all these off classes leaves them a bit naked, I reckon. As you do see the Uber come in on the Dairyman, the gun does go down. As we see bombs coming in now from the soldiers as crits on Doge.
It's a heavy.
Kind of mops them up. I mean,
the
no
laser beams.
Right?
Oh my God. Oh, that was
play.
excellent.
That's such a good play.
That was so good.
That's good TF2 right there. As we do see Connor and Matt spawn camping, do you reckon Wives of Gamers will be the wiser? They do indeed spot it. Back spawning's done. How sad.
Tragic. Absolutely tragic. But they do have their players in that that forward spawn area there. They have picked up Matt as well. They only lost the soldier for that. Picking up
very good trade there. As another soldier goes down.
This might actually give them some ability to push back in, especially, like, I think they know, right? Doge has not swapped off. So they've got a little bit of time to play with here, but they need to be a little bit cautious of that crits. But if they can get their Uber up without getting, you know, slaughtered by some ridiculous sticky bomb or something, then they might be able to turn this one around.
They do have crits now. They're going to go through big door. I think this is really well positioned from Wives of Gamers playing on high ground, but Sam on the sniper does go down as the Uber has come out to counter the crits. Matt dying to Rocky very quickly. And
how in God's name did Doge survive there, man? Did you see that? He was literally just like standing still trying to bait out the sneeze. Insane. But yeah, I think the big door crits might have been a little bit misjudged, especially with that sort of like not quite there advantage. It just gives them the ability to collapse on you from that upper area, which, I mean, we saw it happen. Sheep on Sniper in that forward spawn does end up back spawning, but Doge and Matt, they're really trying to make something happen from that upper area.
Does the right thing to do. They do have crit sad, but I feel like with crit sad, you've got to play it aggressively, and you know, going back, essentially giving up that advantage. As Monolith is nearing full charge.
Doge still on crits, man. They're still committed to this. I mean,
feel like when he went into forward spawn, he definitely should have swapped.
I mean, they must expect that he would have, right? So maybe they can do something crazy as they try to get into that lobby. They get a little bit of aggression, but it's not really enough to make anything happen. The Uber has been used. The crits has not yet. They're going to use crits right onto the post. Soldier crits, bit of damage on one of the scouts. The medic goes down. They're just getting collapsed on bit by bit here. So many players left alive on the Wives of Gamers. They picked up another scout, and that is the end of it. They have wiped them and taken their second round. 3-2 now.
Played that very well, I think, because it was what Scout Demo Uber there, and Hertz and Oz just cleaned up. I think that's how you want to play, you know, crits out like that. Just bait it out, which they successfully did, obviously giving the life of Rocky for it, but not much else with the gain. We do see Doge now back on regular Medigun, which is good. I think.
About time. Into this mid, we can see a bit of aggression out of the Wives of Gamers, but they are starting to lose players. There's so much damage coming out of bAUlls here. They are doing everything in their power to clean Gamers up. Freddy Krueger getting back across the point there, does end up going down. That's Oz dying right at the last safe moment there, and we're back to another mid-start, essentially just 4 players on either side. The aggression coming out, big old bomb out of one of the soldiers there. He does end up backing off without having to do too much with it. Still fighting on the point here. This is one of the longest mids I've seen this game for sure. Rocky going down. I think that's going to spell the end of the fight. The Uber gets used, actually, out of the Wives of Gamers. I think it was a force there, just trying not to.
Yeah, it was a good force from Sheep. I wonder if it... I suppose it wasn't really worth it to force there, just because you're going to give up so much for very little, right? And your medic lives, but at what cost? Because you're going to be playing this last as full just out, essentially. And the fastest you can build is not fast enough to delay it.
I think the force makes sense if they're close, and they were just gambling that the other players would have aggressed there. But I think because the Uber got called so early, no one came forward. As they use into the last here, bAUlls in very, very deep. They haven't yet picked up very much at all. The sentry gun finally going down in the last safe moments. It is a heavy push as well, in off the balcony. They've got a bit of damage going on, but they haven't been able to get much time on the point yet. Still so many players left alive. Wives of Gamers using their Uber, but Sheep on heavy, managing to go under the point. I don't know if anyone's seen him, but they're definitely looking for him as Rocky gets in there, but he's not quite able to make it happen. They get Connor onto the point as well, and with that heavy, that's going to be so much damage. He does go down in the last safe moment there. It's just Matt still left alive. Big old frag out of Doge, and they managed to get onto the point for their fourth
I like
round.
heavy pushes, that's great.
I love a heavy push,
That is
man.
good TF2.
They get me, like, I'm so keen.
Well, what's the counterplay to it? Because you either got to commit an off-class like a spy or a sniper, which is, sometimes going to be ineffective, but you also got to kill him because he's going to, spread out so much damage.
I mean, it's the only thing you can do is focus fire, but you've got other things in your face that are more important because those are going for the point. It's very dangerous. Big old bomb out of right onto Monolith. Night, buddy.
That's
See you
good.
later. It's a bit of trading back and forth, though.
Doge playing very safe and choke here. Yeah. No pressure from Wives of Gamers, as Hertz does sit around an elbow, but I don't think he's going to have the chance to get in, really.
Yeah, don't love his odds.
They're going to take the point, but I reckon it's going to be a bit of a Pyrrhic victory, just because they can't do anything else to really force it here. Someone's got to be doing something. Rocky was going to play Sniper, sadly swapped off, but this is going to be very difficult for Wives of Gamers to play effectively here.
Yeah. I mean, look, Doge has kept that Uber and they stayed very aggro. They're very keen to get in there. They've finally managed to get through the choke as they get a bit of damage off. They actually pick up Sam as well without even having to do very much. So they're keen on Big Door now. Trying to get on through there. Connor scouting out, trying to see what's going on. No one's really there to defend it, and I think that's the right play here. They're going to have to be really aggro if they want to use this Uber ad while they've still got it 90% now on Monolith.
Even now, Monolith has Uber, as Matt gets killed by Memories once again. Seeing that big dominated in the corner, how sad.
That is tragic, man. Matt managed to step forward onto a trap there that I guess he just didn't see. And that's going to spell the end of that Uber. Yeah, it's going to be another reset. Sam up on the Engineer, Rocky on the Pyro. It's a solid hold that they're looking at trying to crack here.
I think this plays to bAUlls' advantage. They know they have two round advantage, so they can just take all the time they need to here. There's no reason not to just, waste 3 minutes, 4 minutes until the map's over, because it's down to...
No. You're showing your ass there, my friend. The bunny config will come into action. Yes, it's all over. The time's up.
Yeah, can't have a 30-minute stalemate on Badlands anymore.
No, you get to have a 6-hour stalemate on Badlands now. What a treat.
What a treat for the unemployed among us, right?
I've always been very critical of this config, man. It can drag the game on. But yeah, you're right. 30 minutes 30 left on the clock. It can be, I think you can do some strategic stuff where, like, if you're in a position like this, you can hold them in the last for this, like, 3 minutes if you know you're going to be able to get the push. because once you get that push, if you get it just after the timer ends, bang, it's over, it's done, it's all good. So yeah, I'm interested how this play this. They have picked up a frag. They picked up one of the soldiers there. That might give them something to play with. They're taking it nice and slow. They do send a scout through into that lower area. They pick up another soldier and another player as well. Gun goes down.
Push
The
will
Uber
come
has
out.
been used. This is an excellent push so far. They haven't had to use their Uber into the last yet. They're using now in the post-Uber time for the red team. Wives of Gamers getting absolutely blown out here. They've got Doge on the point, capping on his lonesome. And there you go. 5 rounds to 2.
Braylon with 2 classic kills at the end there. That's what I love to see. I love the stupid off-class picks and the like. All right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was good stuff. Actually, that was a really good push at the end there. I mean, they really capitalized on the frags they managed to pick up in just a super clean sort of way.
Yeah, and look, frankly, Wives of Gamers, they went up to it, I reckon. They had good matchups. I think Rocky is a very good scout. Soldier is better, but Tachyon and Sheep just kind of mopped the floor with them, to be honest.
I mean, look, and like I said, that's why my prediction was sort of that that it would be bAUlls for this one, because those 2 scouts alone, that's a whole team in and of itself. Like they're really difficult to come up against. Sheep, like I said, possibly one of the best on the planet. 326 DPM out of Sheep.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
please.
crazy. On Gullywash, no less. Gullywash is like the bloody soldier. That's ridiculous.
Dude's
I mean,
a
and as you
monster.
said, he's probably best scout in the country.
Yeah, without a doubt, best in the country, possibly best on the planet. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't want to be shitting on Wives of Gamers too much. I mean, they were showing up. You can see Hertz showing up with 315 DPM of his lonesome there. Memories with 303 as well. I mean, they're already in the top 3 there just with those 2. And
It's just
yeah, I mean, the rest of the stats, there's not really too much to talk about mathematically. I struggle when I look at numbers.
oh, don't worry, I'm the same, mate. I don't teach you math for a reason. I do see that Rocky did have 300 damage taken, which I mean, playing scout, that is
Beast.
well over what you'd expect.
No, that's beast. That's
I can
getting involved in
I can
everything.
appreciate that in my heart. Yeah, I think Memories might have won the matchup demo-wise. I think Matt still played really well. He was positioning himself always in a way to allow his scouts to follow up very, very easily on damage done. And I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
again,
what I was saying about Memories being like, Matt being super consistent. Is that like, no matter what he's doing it in a way where the rest of his team can follow it up. He's a very good team player. He's very good at it.
And I mean, sometimes that's just what you need to. Not every game needs to be, Demo Man, 400 DPM, 30 kills, 2 deaths.
Exactly.
A paradise that may be, but the meta is around scouts now. And again, Tachyon and Sheep just wipe the floor with Sam and Rocky.
They're monsters.
And
yeah.
Feel like we shouldn't be that surprised, but still, it's interesting to see, I suppose, because even 3 years ago, you'd kind of expect Sam and Rocky, Sam and Hertz, whoever is the other scout, to just be
just dangerous.
Bopping the floor with them, and I think that is the map, right? No one likes Gullywash on scout. It's hard.
No one likes Gullywash, man. It's just a bad map. I'm fighting people now about that one. But going into the next map, so we're on to Viaduct, or Product, as it's called when it doesn't have snow on it. How do you reckon that matchup's going to play out? Because I think Wives of Gamers, they have a lot more, or they're more prone to off classes, and this is a map that does actually reward off classes in a pretty good way, I would say.
Well, having played frequently with people who enjoy perma sniping, I feel like we'll probably see that from a Tachyon, a Sheep, even probably Raylan too from bAUlls. But Hertz, great sniper. I feel like we'll probably see him or Rocky playing that. And I don't know. I feel like we'll get it maybe not from round 1. They're trying to feel each other out, see who blinks first, but it'll be interesting. I have my eyes on Sheep, I reckon, just because, well, game crashed. That performance on Gully was just ridiculous. And
Yeah,
simply put, that was, yeah, he's going to be a monster on product. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes past 350 DPM.
yeah, I think he's definitely a player to watch out for on a map such as this, where it is a bit tighter, and he's got a bit more opportunity to, you know, sort of do some prop fuckery. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be an interesting map, but I actually do think Wives of Gamers and company are probably going to be able to take the map. Actually, I was going to say like a joking, nah, you know, these guys, they're not going to be able to get it, but I actually kind of think they could. But yeah, this one stays the same as what you'd remember in terms of rule set. It's first to 3.
Yeah, okay.
3 minutes.
I
on
thought
the timer,
so.
Blah blah blah.
First 3 is good because these rounds can go on for ages.
Oh yeah.
Who do you reckon will win the first mid fight, quote unquote?
I'd put my money on bAUlls if I was a betting man, which I'm not. But I do think that Wives of Gamers might be able to turn this one around long term. I think they'll probably lose a round or 2, but I can smell a world where they're able to make some magic happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm honestly I'm kind of keen to see the perma sniper as cringe as this is. No one likes the perma sniper.
We love a mini Highlander game, eh?
All these players play Highlander, right? So we could very well see it. I've got nothing else to say. Didn't really think about product. I thought, you know what? I don't like playing Soldier on this map. It sucks.
I like Soldier on this map, man. You can just sit on your little perch and spam them half the time. It's very calming, very relaxing. Your eyes can be closed and you can still win a game, as I've discovered.
I mean, yeah. Well, you play medic, right? So you play that with the one hand.
And I need the other one too. It's busy most of the time.
Yeah, not incorrect. Got many players on blue team. Hopefully get a ready up soon because this will be a. I feel like it's going to be a chore to get through this map. You know what product's like. It's not fun to call.
I like product. I mean, it's so frenetic. You know, it's so exciting.
It's counter to like half the rest of the maps we play, right? I mean, gone are the days of a granary last push or a
a lot less stalemate on maps like this. And actually, I think that lack of stalematiness might actually benefit the Wives of Gamers, because I mean, we saw it on the last map. Like, a lot of the occasions that they sort of crumbled was coming off the back of like some sort of stalemate where they lost a player or 2 and they just got collapsed on. So if they get put in a position here where they don't necessarily have that sort of problem because it's a lot more fast-paced, I think that might benefit them a little bit.
Oh,
we have a colour change as well. I'm absolutely going to be calling each team the wrong thing.
Exactly. I do appreciate my concerns were taken into account by some of the players for changing their stupid aliases.
Yeah, what a treat. What a treat.
I've just had the brain thought. You know, I was using it a lot today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of the wise old gamers, it should just be the old gamers. You know, shout outs to the epic.
Oh, no. I'm
clan.
saying wives of gamers. They're like wags, you know, for footy. They're the wives.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I talk with a slurry tone due to plonks on the noggin, so it's not really
the nature of it. We have got our first round beginning. I'm on the Matt cam this time. I want to see him dish out punishment to Memories for not changing his stupid alias. As he's
usual sort of face off into the second map, week 3 of Premier, season 44, spring 2025.
No one is committing so far. Rocky and who was it? Rocky and Tachyon playing the most aggressive, but otherwise everyone playing passive. Raylan is deep in the backline, dueling with Hertz, successfully taking out Sam and
what a rocket.
Rocky. Well done from Raylan there. That was good stuff. As Oz dies going for something. That was a good fight from bAUlls once again. They played it really well. Matt. He played that so well, just dishing out damage without, being too aggressive, kind of zoning memories well out of the fight before he could really enter.
Matt was really doing some fancy footwork up on the point there as well, like at the start of the round, facing off against memories and just sort of dancing all over his stickies, like moonwalking past them, taking no damage at all.
Which is,
one frag out of
I think
Raylan there as well to slow things down a little further. Oh boy.
Raylan's juice tonight, as we just see a bauble whacking into Oz there, influencing his failed sack, as Connor goes deep looking for something, finding nothing. This is a very good hold from bAUlls. We do see them going slightly forward. Unfortunately, we don't see the forward hold to ruin the fun of Wives of Gamers.
Yeah, I mean, look, they obviously were down a player there with Connor being down, so I think it's probably the right play to play it safe and not go for that forward hold, because even being a single player down, that can be really difficult to do things about.
Hertz dies once again on the flank in connector, as Blue has used on point unsuccessfully, forcing Doge right now. Getting very low, Uber has come out. A good sack from Oz there to secure that. Otherwise, getting nothing of sort except maybe 10-15% add, something that's not going to be usable in these high stakes. Rocky re-entering the point, dueling with Sheep and going down for it as kind of a split fight, I suppose. Matt is very aggressive on point. He'll probably go down for this with Doge missing that arrow, but hitting on Tachyon, I think, yeah, they'll back off here, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, losing Monolith here, a bit of a tragedy, but I think they've done a good job of bringing the point back into their greasy little hands.
Yeah, it was a good fight, I reckon. They fought it well, and Rocky taking out Sheep on the flank probably won them that, knowing he can easily just dominate.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As they get quite a bit of damage onto Sheep here early, they actually managed to focus him down really early, and they're going to be able to recap this point without losing much time at all. They are going to have to worry about this Uber ad, which does get used in off the cliff. They're very, very deep onto Monolith already, taking him out nice and early. There are a bunch of players wrapped around behind them, both soldiers and one of the scouts getting in there now. Rocky on the point. They still have the point control as well. So they've got slower spawns, yes, but they keep running that timer down.
Oh, what?
They pick
That's
up
so crazy from Rocky.
That's insane.
How'd they let him get away with that? There was 4 of them there as he finds a dead ringer. That's kind of ironic. That was, really good from Rocky. Kind of sloppy from bAUlls. They let him get away with so much. Just walking into him knowing they had him on or near point and then just doing nothing to shut him down as Sheep plays very, very safe. With this, 20% disad probably? Yeah, nearabouts.
It could have been more, but they spent a bit of time. Connor in with a nice big bomb, does end up going down. Raylan, though, cleaning up Monolith, and everyone's going down now. Oz trying to make something happen. He's on the med!
Oh, unlucky. If he got that spoon kill, that would have been a moral victory, as they say in England cricket.
It really would have been, actually.
Yeah. But, yeah, Monolith's positioning hasn't been that flash so far, I've noticed. He just keeps getting caught out. I think that could be a consequence of the aggression bAUlls are playing with. Like, Rocky keeps on going down without getting anything.
Now into overtime. All the players dead. I think that might be the end of this round.
That was
Rocky
an
spawning.
emphatic victory.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like throughout that round we saw Wog either playing, Wives of Gamers either playing of, without a medic and having to secure that, or, having a medic not being able to take point due to player numbers. And I think that's where they're going to keep on falling flat, just because Doge is, tough to kill. I can't look at the stats right now, but I assume he has a singular death. As we see this mid-fight once again happening. Matt getting some good stickies to deny space. Yes, 1 death. Thank you, Mitchell. As Matt's just kind of walking forward, he does kill memories very easily, signaling the end, I think, of this mid-fight. As
you might be speaking too soon. Lots of players trying to get in there and make things happen, but yeah, they are going to have to back out now. It's just Monolith and
so deep.
Scout. But Matt gets in there. He does die for it, but boy, does he take out.
That's a value death, isn't it? You know, trading for
100%.
Monolith there is well good. And again, we see them playing very aggressively, all on grass. With the full Uberat as Memories jumps onto house. Uber might come out here, I reckon. Yeah, Uber has come out. Memories goes down. They trade 4 for it. That's a 5-man as Hertz lives with Monolith having no one particularly to heal.
All right, though. They've still got 20 ad. Yeah, 15, 20 ad.
Margins are just too small to use here. Margins are just too small, and I feel like it'd be better if they got sheep, but unfortunately they weren't able to. So we see Oz going deep for the Angry Pumpkin, unsuccessfully sitting on the rock right now as Rocky does go down. Memories walks across point like it is Badlands middle, unsuccessfully as Oz does go down, getting nothing and trading both a soldier and a scout for what's essentially just cap time.
Yeah,
again,
didn't even
positioning
get
of
the point as well.
Doge.
Dude, this really early Uber, they're in so deep. They have got Memories in there trying to make something happen. Doge down very, very low. Not quite able to pick him up until that moment. Very close to getting Uber there.
That was such a good sticky from Memories there. They played that post really well. Memories had some good pipes. Obviously, they all go down except for Hertz, but I think that was a positive for Lives of Gamers' attitudes in this game. Being able to get some, small victory is better than nothing.
Yeah, 100%. But they did lose their med. A nice big air shot out of Connor right at the tail end there. I mean, he's an international superstar for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's going to put him on the back foot a little bit here. But Doge did take a while to start healing there. Raylan taking quite a bit of damage on that edge there. Does end up picking Hertz up with a bit of an assist from Connor there. Doge having a surf out from a big old rocket out of Oz. Not quite enough to make it happen though. As the point timer just keeps on counting down.
Yeah. Monolith still has 30% ad, but I don't think they can use it. Memory's going down. Sam getting baubled for nothing or naught even. As they're trying to play Cliff. Rocky going down again to Connor's rockets. His rockets have been pristine today, and I think that's, as you said, international superstar. Oz failing to secure that sack onto
close.
Doge.
So close, trying to take out the demo man there, but Matt, he's playing his little heart out. I don't know if you're seeing this, man. The guy he's just not dying.
He's zoning well. Uber advantage.
Looks like an Uber trade about to happen.
Uber coming out now. This is an okay
big old
trade.
Uber trade.
Flashing.
Both teams sort of just facing off against each other, but nothing really happening. Now into overtime. 3 minutes left on the clock for the Wives of Gamers, and they are all starting to go down as they try to get in here and make it happen, but they're unable. And that's 2-0.
I reckon
2-0 to bAUlls.
Doge is the MVP this round, I reckon. Without a doubt. He's positioning perfectly. Like, he's died twice, both of them negligible, but they just can't get onto him when they're trying to sack. And that's where I think they're losing, because Monoliths keeps on getting caught out, either, Matt diving deep past Cliff, or just bombs from Raylan, aggression from Sheep and Tachyon. It's just something that they're not matching, as this third and potentially final mid-fight has begun. Hertz diving deep and getting nothing, trying to kill Raylan on the flank, as Matt gets killed by Memories.
Yeah, a lot more play going on in the meantime. Pretty much everyone on the map quite low, but it is looking a little bit better for bAUlls here. They do lose almost everyone on the side of Wives of Gamers. They lose their med in the last safe moment there. Sheep and Tachyon very, very deep in there with their medic. They're getting very aggro here, but I think that makes sense. I mean, look, they're 80%. They know they can sort of get a forward hold of sorts happening, and they are backing off now. They're playing it safe.
They are,
just
and
playing on the point. That's
for
crazy.
what it's worth, Doge was out of that fight for a good 5 seconds there, maybe even a little bit longer, having taken a lot of damage from Memories, but they just had no one to counter it. Hertz going very, very deep for naught, very early, as the Uber has come out, diving deep for Monolith, getting surfed or pushed into the waiting arms of Sheep, as the post-Uber has come out. Tachyon and Connor dying, but otherwise nothing significantly happening.
Oh, dude.
Great pipe.
Hertz just got rumbled, bro. Holy shit.
This is what I was saying about the product sucks if you're losing.
Oh my god. That one's gonna sting, man. You gotta shake your head and turn away from the computer for a little bit after that one. Good lord.
I feel like they might get a little bit toxicer after this game.
Never happened. Never happened. They're reformed gamers. The fight continues
100%.
in the meantime. Monolith's still alive here, but a lot of his players are not. Sam getting in there, trying to make something happen. Does pick up Connor. Goes down to Sheep there. But with Monolith getting out, I think they're actually, they're in a position here that they can start trying to make something happen. They've only got the tiny bit of disad. There's 2 players left dead for the moment, Tachyon and Connor. They've got those quicker spawns. If they get in there early while Connor's still rolling out, maybe they can do something. Clearing the stickies, taking it slow in the end. Throwing Oz through into that back line, trying to make some sort of distraction play. Oz does go down, and they haven't been able to get in the meantime. Getting bullied on the flank a little bit. Raylan and Tachyon in there managed to kill quite a few gamers. As the Uber has come out, it's looking a lot better for bAUlls here. Monolith absolutely about to die on the point. Absolutely.
Dropping
really
Matt there could have been bad.
Too.
Dropping that Matt there wasn't great, but they had nothing to follow up on. They're just taking too much damage in their auxiliary routes to point to really capitalize on kills like that. As we do see Sheep on a 10 kill streak. Very impressive to see that in a game, as Tachyon does trade probably negatively with Hurts there.
Yeah, Sheep's
goes
really
down.
been putting in a lot of work this round.
This
in
round
particular.
especially. Sam's come in, the mop killing Doge. That was a kind of stupid from bAUlls there, to be honest. Just kind of playing in no man's land almost. They know they have advantage. They should have just played safe, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we're talking about textbook play, I think you're right, but I also think that bAUlls, I mean, in the position they're in, 20 seconds left on the clock, it's only just gone over to the other side now. They're already 2 rounds up. I mean, they're in a position to do some wacky stuff. Tachyon doing his absolute best to pick up Monolith down, single-digit health there. Does manage to get
almost
away.
get a sticky from Matt there, as Hurts will probably go down to a roller from Matt.
They have picked up
You know what?
those.
I'll say
They
it,
picked
this
up
is much
Matt.
better.
This is looking a lot better for the wives of gamers.
They're playing, yeah, they've played this well, and I think maybe they've identified that, sometimes it's okay to kill Matt, but, Sheep is a problem. I don't think Sam or Rocky can really match him in terms of pure DM prowess.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pushing
the dude's
with
a freak.
Disad here.
The dude is a freak. I don't know what to tell you. I'm saying this is a positive thing, but the guy is just freakish. Raylan going in for a bit of a bomb does end up going down. They have managed to recap the point.
Sheep on
Spoon.
Smacked in the head with a shovel. I love that.
Spoon.
Stupid stuff. I'm not really sure if I would have been pushing with my medic there, but they got the point for, very little. So it's something.
I mean, look, and they've kept Doge alive as well, and on 70% now. I think they want to take an even Uber trade here, because they have been coming out on the top for most of them, but they've also been defending for most of them. So now we'll have to see how they do, taking the initiative themselves. Getting in there now pretty deep. Matt about to catch this, I believe. Here we go. They haven't
Uber
yet
has
used...
come out.
Oh.
So, okay trade. Matt getting out. Obviously, Doge, Monolith. The post-Uber positioning is just so much better for bAUlls here. As Rocky tries in Duel 3, fails not spectacularly, but he can't really secure anything. Trying to take on Tachyon, the child prodigy, does smack him in the head though. Memory is down, it's just 2 alive. Sheep, Doge will play behind point. And he'll survive, and it'll be difficult to push.
Going to be
It
really
feels,
difficult.
what,
10
30%?
seconds on the clock as the timer keeps on running down, but only a minute on the other side. One decent fight could be the difference here, but they have just lost their medic and one of their soldiers, and that is all she wrote for the map. 3-0 to bAUlls.
Excellent pincering maneuver at the end there. Obviously, didn't matter that much just because they're already going to win anyway, but it's the kind of stuff you like seeing, because it shows they've thought about it not only just in the scope of this round, but for the future. Having a quick look at the logs, Sheep does have that lovely 439 DPM. How disgusting. I don't like Scout.
Come on. 439 on sheep, 418 on tachyon. Ooh.
370 on Matt too, which I think backs up again what you're saying. He's doing a lot of damage, and the scouts are just mopping them up. And
He does a good job of useful damage as well. I think a lot of demo men are focused on just getting damage, and not necessarily thinking about like, okay, can my team follow this up? Should I expend 3 stickies in this moment where I'm not going to be able to shoot him again in a couple of moments? Matt plays really well. It's not flashy, but boy, is it good. Like, you get him on your team, and it's just like, you sort of win.
Oh, and that's the thing, right? I feel like in lower divisions, people are always mostly concerned about, I want to hit this, sick midi, but, those, 48 damage min rockets, in the skybox, they'll never be something you can reliably pull off, and that's the nature of it. But, just having that reliable source of damage and someone to follow up on too is just, well, it'll win you a game.
Yeah. But I don't want to be sleeping on the wives too much over here. The bridal party, they're all doing fairly well in their own right. Just obviously not enough to make it happen. I think they were just getting, like you said, there was like an issue with the just a DM matchup even, where they were just sort of getting rolled. And I can't even blame them. I mean, you're up against, like we said, possibly one of the best DM players on the planet, and a bunch of others that are also like crazy good. Connor having a hell of a game as well, taking so much attention, taking so much initiative to make things happen there. I don't know. It's a very, very difficult matchup.
Yeah. Well, thinking back to Sheep, who do you think would be an apt comparison for the old heads in our audience tonight?
Completely different landscape-wise, but I don't know, someone that absolutely just dominated everything in their region. I don't know, what is he, 50
Clockwork,
or something?
Even
Clockwork,
Sheep.
Yeah, comparatively.
The original Sheep.
Yeah, possibly the original Sheep. But yeah, just incredibly dominant. But yes, looking at the standings after that, obviously still some matches to be played this week. But bAUlls retaining their top slot. There was another game in the backside of all this one while we were playing. Ascension managed to pick up a map there against the Digger family land. So the gnomes in the mines, they were unable to. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. But yeah,
that's right.
Wog Co down one position there, I believe, into the third slot. But everything else playing through. bAUlls are looking dangerous, really, really dangerous as we head into.
Would you say they're looking healthy?
I'd say they're looking healthy. I'd say there's no lumps. I'd say they're definitely keeping it smooth, and that's how we like it.
Well, this goes against a lot of what my predictions were. That was based off my, distant memories of, 2022, 2023. The meta has shifted, and I think it's good to see that all these new up-and-coming, I don't want to call them Zoomers, but let's call them Zoomers, are, stepping up and performing at such a high level in such a overall positive way, I guess. Do we do interviews still, or is that a thing of the past?
That is a thing of the past, my friend. I don't want to hear from any of these gamers. I only want to hear from myself.
Don't blame me. I love the sound of my own voice. Yeah. But I was thoroughly impressed. Sheep, bloody oath, what a... Two maps, that was some crazy stuff.
If you've got a spare, I can't remember how long it is, 6 minutes or something. There's I think Vita did a video of the Robot Legacy the other day. Popped out probably a month ago or something now. It is just a fascinating watch. It is fascinating. I don't know.
I might have a look over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Look, that'll be the end of it, ladies and gents. So we've just got a couple of quick things to plug. The first one, the main
defer
one.
that to you.
is the Summer Brawl in Brisbane, Australia, on January the 17th. We're gonna be doing the usual sort of sillies. There'll be sausages. There'll be gaming. There'll be fun with your friends in the sun or the rain, given that it's Brisbane in January.
It's the wet season, man.
Yeah. We've got wet.
It'll
and
be
hot
like
and dry
30.
and hot.
It'll be 30 degrees and hot, or dry and hot up there.
You're basically swimming just by walking anywhere because it's like 90% relative humidity. Yeah, it's glorious. It's excellent. But look, I'm hoping to see everyone there. If there's any players that haven't bought their tickets yet, feel free. I think we've still got 1 or 2 slots left for a team. So do sign on up and get involved. We'll try to make some nice memories, maybe. I don't know.
Memories of memories, eh?
Yeah. But that's the
Think
main
about
thing.
Here's the pitch for LAN. Spending time with your gamer friends in real life and putting faces to names that you may
it's
have
just
not
beautiful.
otherwise. Yes,
Glorious.
I remember the first time I met Snazzy. It was riveting.
The smell alone.
I've smelt worse this year, mate. Don't worry.
But yeah, thank you for tuning in. There'll be lots more casts on CappingTV for the rest of the season, so don't go nowhere yet. Not right now. You can go away now, but do come back. That'd be lovely. It's been excellent having a cast again with you, Mr. Feld.
Always. I thoroughly enjoy talking and hearing my own voice like you. That's why I do it every day for work. But, I mean, yeah, it's good to be back in TF2 in some capacity. I do still enjoy looking at the game. Playing, not so much, but, it's because I'm old.
The classic curse, man. Well, yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. But, yeah. 2 balls and zero wives.
Oh my god.